Hello friends, warm welcome to all to the channel of World of Zoology. In the previous lecture, we have studied regarding the clone animal, that is dolly, and now in this lecture we'll start the next point, that is ethical issues of transgenic and clone animals in the today's lecture. Ethical issues of transgenic and clone animals has brought many exciting and positive new advances in the field of animal genetic engineering. For example, production of therapeutic proteins, development of transgenic livestock, etc. Various breakthrough technologies that have emerged from the advancement in the field of biotechnology are adding to the progress of diverse spheres of the human society. However, there are also social concerns and consequences that must be addressed during this. There have been apprehensions as to whether genetically engineered organisms would be safe with respect to the environment and other organisms present in the ecosystem. Since these are transgenic, can also affect natural genetic diversity. There is a risk of retroviral vectors which are used as a vehicle for transfer of desired gene for transgenesis, escaping in the environment and transfecting other organisms as well. Transgenesis make use of certain drug-resistant marker genes. These marker genes may inadvertently get expressed by the recipient organisms. There are evidences where animals that have been injected with hormones produced transgenically for the improvement of the quality of their meat suffered from severe arthritis. Also, the case is detected with respect to the dolly. Also, careful investigation should be done for the possible health risk that the genetically modified, that is GM products, and transgenic food animals may pose. These and many other issues have been deliberated time and again extensively through various forums, but yet controversies still remain. Further, there are many moral objections to the use of the transgenic animals, as the technology involves the transfer of genes from one animal to another, or maybe from animal to plant, in order to improve its quality. For example, human genes are used to transfect other animals, which might be used as a food. The blood factor 11, an essential cloning factor, is transfected into the sheep, whose meat is also used as a food. Human gene is introduced into the yeast also, which is so modified for producing medically important human protein. There are also religious issues to be carefully taken into consideration. It comes to the transfer of the gene from such animals whose flesh is not eaten by some religious groups into the others that may normally eat. Transfer of animal genes into food plants, as in case of the interferon alpha genes, into the plants, which may interfere with the ethics of the vegetarian population. Similarly, there are ethical issues pertaining to cloning. We know that cloning has been around since 1952, when Robert Briggs and Thomas King externally fertilize and develop leopard frog using somatic cell, that is body cell, nuclear transfer. Since early in 1970s, scientists had discussed the need for communication about the ethical ramification of cloning. However, it comes to the forefront of the scientific and societal discussion after successful cloning of the sheep Dolly. Application of cloning of the stem cells has immensely helped to improve people's health through many medical breakthroughs like vaccine production. So far, cloning has been practiced in the production of genetically modified foods that are FDA approved due to their increased nutritional value, say for example golden rice. Researchers during last decade have successfully carried out cloning of the pigs whose meat can be rich source of the omega-3 fatty acid. Here, omega-3 fatty acid usually come from fish. Yet, animal cloning is a debatable issue as it's the consumption of the genetically modified food. There are some people in the society who are in favor of cloning as they argue that reproductive cloning is a valuable route for replacement of the dead and dying household pets. From the religious standpoint, many argue that the act of cloning makes human God and equality not viewed as appropriate as human lack omniscience. Morally, the arguments are broader. As per the ethics in the animal research, many philosophers like Peter Singer believe that all animals are created equal, suggesting that animal testing in science should be completely eliminated. The possibilities of unforeseen health risk in cloned organisms and potentially negative effect of decreased genetic variation on women gene pool are seen as ethical causes for the concern. Also, the biggest social argument is that cloning negates a person's right to individuality and ignores the potential psychological effects of such parentless and de-individualized identity. The biggest legal issues concerning animal clones are who should be responsible for and at what depth there should be a monitoring and accountability, as well as the legal right to parent to the patent live animals organisms. Carl Sagan have very aptly quoted, "We live in a society exquisitely dependent on science and technology, in which hardly anyone knows anything about the science and technology." So the wider knowledge of the merits and demerits of the various transgenesis as well as the biotechnological discoveries is still limited. Due to this, just going by perception, such products and therapies may be considered unethical. Hence, the need of ours is to have the effective mass communication that directed towards the societal education regarding various ethical issues and apprehensions discussed above. This should open up avenues for understanding biotechnology with respect to its advancement leading to the benefits of the society as well as the reservation that go along. Thank you for watching this video. Do like if you like the video, share for the benefit of the maximum students and subscribe my channel World of Zoology for the notification of my further video on the topic biotechnology, that is application of biotechnology.